Greetings in the wonderful name of Jesus Christ, our Savior. Like I always say, there's no other name that I can greet you on, because it's this name that has saved me, that has made me, that has molded me into the woman I am today. And I'm so excited for our guests coming on Open with us today. And we have Catherine Andreka joining us in the lounge today. Welcome, Kat.
Hello.
Yes.
How is everybody?
Good. How are you doing, Kat?
No, I'm very good, thank you. I can't complain. You're happy and healthy, and lots to be grateful for. So
yes, absolutely. Now, during the lockdown, I actually saw, because what we will be talking about today is the importance of family time. And Kat, during the lockdown, I actually saw you doing amazing things with your family that I actually wanted to discuss with our viewers. A little bit of what you guys did during the lockdown, and I think 2 weeks ago, Nicole mentioned something, and she said something so profound that, you use your disadvantage to your advantage. And that's exactly what you as a family did. You used your disadvantage because and you used it to your advantage. So can you share a little bit with the viewers what you as a family did during the lockdown?
Absolutely. So just to introduce a little bit about me. Yes. So my partner is Kyle, and we've got a daughter of 6, Maddie, and then a little boy is now 19 months, and he's Riley. Wow. And obviously with lockdown, the school's closed. So we didn't want to sort of stop the whole learning process. Mm-hmm. But my daughter, as young as what she is, and even though there's the option of online learning, she's not much of an online sort of learner. So we took the situation in our own hands, if I can put it that way, and try to be creative. And I thought what we could perhaps do to keep it interesting. So we picked a whole lot of different countries. So what we actually did was I first started off, and I said to them, okay, obviously we've got to make the most of being indoors, because the only place we can go is up to the shops and all of that. So let's make it interesting. So I started off with a timetable and arts and crafts, and a lot of everything we did together. I'm not a big fan on too much TV, although nowadays there is an element, I think, that your kids need to have a bit of a chill time in front of the TV. But everything we did together. And so it sort of, the idea grew from that. So one of the arts and crafts lessons, I said, let's make a spinning wheel. And listen, my best friend is Pinterest for ideas. So, wow. So we made a spinning wheel, and we colored it in all the different flags. So I went online and I showed all the different flags and all the different countries. And every day we would spin the wheel and pick a different country. So it actually started off being every day, but then it it was a bit overwhelming for them being so small. So we actually changed it to every second day. But then it was so much fun. The whole family landed up enjoying it, because say, for example, we would pick Italy. So my mom lives with us as well, just FYI. So my mom lives with us. And so my mom also got involved in everything. So it was a real family ordeal. So we picked a country. So say, for example, Italy. Then we would research it, and we would together watch on YouTube things about Italy, and then we would recreate it. So we would do a lesson on what's in the country, and we would print little things or get it to draw, color little things. Even my little boy, try to get him to scribble, whatever he could. Then we would dress up like them. We would explore what music they listened to, play the music. We used to find and look on YouTube for fun little facts and see what they could remember, and do fun little quizzes together. Yes. And then I think the best one was the food. So we would make pizza. So we all got involved in the kitchen, rolling the dough and all the little toppings, and the pasta, and the whole day would be, say, about Italy, or the whole day would be about Ireland. And I think through that, she learned a lot. But I think the biggest thing was we had so much fun as a family. We really, if I look back now, it was really enjoyable for everybody. It was, some parts were really funny. Some
Yes.
parts we were scrambling trying to find props to
Yes,
make
yes,
it look
yes.
like real. But
Yeah.
to this day, even when I ask her about those things, she actually still remembers quite a lot about it. Like, and even the important parts, like certain landmarks, like she called Big Ben the Ben clock,
Yes,
or
yes.
she'll call the Eiffel Tower. She also has a funny, I can't remember now, she calls it something else, but she has
Yes.
all these funny names, but in her own way she remembers it. She remembers the Statue of Liberty and
Wow.
like things like that. And that they like big burgers and stuff in the States, and you know,
Yes,
like
yes,
corn
yes.
dogs, and they
Yes,
like to line
yes.
dance, like cute things like that. So,
Yeah. That is
that was a really good
amazing.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
So we
absolutely.
did
Yeah.
So
No.
we did have a lot of fun, and then in between that, we did other family stuff as well, where we could, we tried to do, you know, in the days in between, we would do more educational stuff,
Mm, mm,
puzzles,
mm, mm,
drawing, coloring in, just to try
mm,
and spice it up a little bit,
mm, mm,
whilst in the midst of still trying to work. So finding the
mm.
balance sometimes
Yeah.
was also a little bit difficult.
Yeah.
But we did it, and we've come out on the other side wiser and stronger. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Absolutely. And I think what you just mentioned as well, you did it together as a family, which is so important because I believe there's so many families out there, that during this lockdown, they really found each other, and found one another because, I mean, lockdown has made us aware of certain things that we were not even aware of. Family,
Yeah.
and I think what you
Yeah.
did was absolutely amazing, and it inspired me as well. When I looked at your videos, I remember was like, wow, you guys are having so much fun, as a family. I was
Yeah.
jealous, and I'm thinking,
Oh, shame.
but I'm thinking other families as well. That is, I mean, something so small, can be so big at the
Yes.
end of the day. And that's the importance of family time, spending family
Yeah.
time. And in this lifetime, we are so busy with so many things, and so many things are so consuming us as parents. I'm not a parent yet, but I'm talking about other parents like yourself, that at the end of the day, that child is suffering because the parent is not making time
Yeah.
for child, and at the end of the day, what you did, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. It was so amazing because you made time for them during your schedule, during working, making time, for your
Yeah.
family, which is so important,
Yeah.
Kat. And that's what I want to actually to ask you. What would you say to, or what would your advice be to a family that, is so busy with so many things and they don't have the time to make time? You understand what I'm saying? Make time
So,
for the family, no matter what age. I know with age and with technology is so difficult because teenage kids, they're on their mobile devices, they're constantly on there. You can't even, you having dinner and they're on their phones. There's so many
yeah.
distractions. And it's difficult. I can only
Yeah.
imagine, for parents to come back to that, to that basics again. Let's sit down around the
Yes.
table. Let's talk as a family. You know.
Well, that's an important thing for us as well, Tess, is that dinner time, we
Mm,
try not every night of the week, but at least 3 nights of the week. We sit around the table and we talk, and everyone
mm,
gets to tell us about their day.
mm.
Okay, look, my little boy can't talk yet, but
Yeah.
even Granny gets a chance to tell us something about her day, and
Mm,
we have time to talk about our day.
mm,
And
mm, mm,
something I find with kids is, and something I've sort of encouraged in my daughter is, even from a little age, kids don't want to necessarily talk. You say, oh, how was your day? Then they'll say,
mm,
oh, it was fine. What did you do
mm,
today?
mm,
Oh, nothing.
mm,
So then I say to her, what can I tell you about my day?
mm,
So,
mm.
you know what I did today? I went to
Yeah.
work and I drove in my car
Mm,
and I saw a man with a red hat. Oh my
mm,
goodness, and it was a really big red hat. And
yeah.
then she starts talking. So I encourage her to talk by telling her
Mm,
all about my day. Then I say, you know
yes.
what I had for lunch today? I had a banana. Did you have anything to eat today for lunch? Even though I packed the lunch and I know
Mm,
what it
mm.
is.
Yes.
But
Yes.
it gets you talking, and we do that around the table as well. So just to answer your question, if I can give any advice to
Mm,
moms out there or families out there, is time goes by too quickly.
mm,
When you blink your eyes, your little baby is a toddler, then your toddler is a teen, and your teen is a young adult. And you never have chance to say goodbye to the baby before they're a toddler. So don't let that time pass you by without actually taking the time to enjoy it. So that is and would be my advice is, yes, I know we're busy. We also get very busy. And sometimes myself also have to say, put your phone down and just focus on your kids for a little bit, because they're your most precious little beings. They deserve it. So you got to make the time for them. We are busy, but it's all about balance.
Yeah.
And you know what? Work will be there tomorrow. That's how it is. We live now. Make the most of now with your family. Because that's that's my advice.
Yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely. So, so important. And I know you encourage so many families out there, even single parents as well, because as difficult as being a single parent, raising your kids and making also you having your own life as well. So balancing your life is so, so important, to live a balanced life, and make time
Absolutely.
for the people that's important in your life, making time for for those
Absolutely.
people, which is so, so important. So, Kat, I want to thank you so much for coming
You're
and
so welcome, my
your
friend.
sharing what you did as a family, and it's just absolutely amazing, amazing. So I just want to thank you
Thank you
for
so
taking the
much.
time to come on
You're
this
welcome.
yes, to come on this episode of Open Book and share your journey with us as your
Oh, you're
family,
welcome.
with your family. So thank you so much, Kate, and have a
You're welcome. Thank
day,
you for
eh?
asking me.
And
You
take care.
too. Lots of love.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.